game real tight. Freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's a game of matchups, and that's receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A run with Mostert up the middle. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin puts it off. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett sets up play action. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Packers at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Watson. Caught left side. It's Beckham.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Watson now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there. That's about it. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some pressure. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Now Pickett. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuegbunam. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And that last throw is going to put him over the top. Boy, did you think we'd ever see this? He's over 5,000 yards passing now in this, his rookie season in the NFL. Incredible.
Well, we have seen a trend of college quarterbacks who threw the ball well on Saturdays come right into the league and play well in the NFL. But this type of a number, I'm not sure we could have imagined it. We're watching something really special here.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run once more with Stevenson.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Christian Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board, that positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
On first down, Watson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
His throw caught right around the 6. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Mevis knocks this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. A solid stiff arm. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways. They had to like what they saw in that first half.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off play action, Pickett. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start on the ground with Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
To throw on second is Watson. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And able to get this down inside the 50. The 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Here we go on 4th. Watson, right's got it.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Mostert.
Uses the stiff arm. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he's got it. It's caught from Packers touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Nevis is up and good.
And it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 59 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a 1st-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Pickett to throw on 1st down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes his upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Pickett will look to throw it here. Checking this down to Stevenson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson. He completes it to Beckham. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
The give is to Elliott, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Off of play action, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. He finds Watson complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw again with Pickett. And complete once again to Watson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Pickett now on 1st down. This will be complete to Mechie. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 6. Pickett. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Vikings. Albert O from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing. And now Watson throws another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. But now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Shoves him aside, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Here's Stevenson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Quez Watkins from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Mevis for the PAT. Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. Mevis on to attempt the point after.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 6.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. So the final seconds have ticked away in this.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate.